Hello, it's me, Brielle. River tried his best to get me to front, and although we still feel blendy, I'm going to try to do a video in the comfort of River. So, I suppose I will talk about why I don't feel like I'm necessarily River and why I feel like I'm Brielle. But that's such a difficult thing to quantify. It's like trying to explain why you feel like you're your own person. Sorry, I'm gonna take my glasses off. So, as I was saying, it's a difficult feeling because there's multitude of reasons for why my personhood would be challenged. For example, this isn't the body I identify with, and I'm what you would call an alter in a system. And I suppose with that comes with the idea that my existence can disappear, whether that be with fusion or integration. So, someone is telling me I'm doing okay. One of the things we wanted to film was us communicating with ourselves. And what I mean by communicating with ourselves is the fact that when we have thoughts that could potentially be perceived as our own, they're in fact the thoughts of alters within the system communicating with whoever's fronting. So I'm going to unmask, and as I feel those thoughts come in, I'm going to say them. It's been a difficult night for River. He's feeling isolated and alone, and I feel that sadness. And the reason I wanted a front, or when River was pulling me forward, I should say, the things that were drawing me more to the front, as I would put it more accurately, was putting on my own makeup. So I put on a little bit of tinted moisturizer and a little bit of mascara and a little bit of chapstick, tinted chapstick. We don't have much makeup, but River tries his best with what we have. And I'm wearing the t-shirt that we bought for my friend from Pride today. And this is a friend that I fronted in front of and who has always made me feel extremely comfortable in front of. So I'm happy to be wearing this shirt. And I'm happy to be me. Although this isn't necessarily me. I'm not sure what I hear. I hear something. Something along the lines of, I am me inside of me, I think. I'm not sure. It's difficult. We're still having a hard time distinguishing from when it's myself and when it's potentially River. We're having a hard time distinguishing when we ourselves are fronting. And I believe this is a common experience. And I've spoke to this before. But it's quite difficult to really identify when you're in control of the body if you've always felt like you're in control of the body. And when those memories of our past are taken from us, as we've spoken about, when we front, like myself, I no longer have connection to my past, such as when River has no connection to his past. It's almost like we reset every time. So it's difficult to really look back on our history, if that makes sense. Our birthday's coming up. We will be turning 30. Or River should be, I should say. River is the only one who identifies with this body. I still feel like I'm 19 years old. There's times when River can hear me and Zendaya going back and forth with each other, such as this morning. And like I said, we're still having a hard time distinguishing our thoughts from each other, but River, who was fronting at the time, believes it was myself, Brielle, and Zendaya going back and forth about the earrings we should wear. And there's a moment where we had to be like, ladies, stop. So I still feel his sadness. I'm not connected to it. I don't feel isolated. But I suppose I don't have the length of time to really feel isolated. It's just difficult. We're still learning about ourselves, and we do have a therapy with we do have an appointment with a therapist who specializes in sexual childhood abuse, or at least sexual abuse, I believe. So it'll be interesting to speak to him. At first, he had told us that he wasn't taking new clients, and then he said there is some openings in his schedule, so it's a little confusing. And that goes back to what River said in his last video about the psychosis. This is one of those things he was speaking to about how he has a hard time believing the truth in people, because he often finds that people sometimes think that that exception in this therapist's schedule was just, oh, he heard about how special we were and he wanted to be our patient, like our social worker, because he wanted to rob the things that made us special from us. It's very complicated to explain. But the rational part of us and the sane part of us, if you will, understands that I don't know, for whatever reason, he has an opening in his schedule. We're not going to argue with it. We're not going to fight against it. We're just going to accept it, and hopefully he's a good match for us. So I'm looking forward to that, especially for Zendaya. And I suppose for myself too. It'll be nice to learn more about myself and learn more about the distinguishing aspects about myself and the rest of my system. I can feel River's denial of me, Brielle, being my own person. I think I'm going to end the video here because I no longer wish to feel attacked and also film a video at the same time. So, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.